Hi all, I am back with what's on my frame today, and I'm doing another quilt. I have a little bit of time off of work today, so I'm hoping to get as many of these charity quilts done so I can start focusing on some of my other projects for this coming month. But right now I have this really cute maple leaf charity quilt with light blues and greens and pretty much anything in that spectrum. And honestly, I'm not really the person that really likes a ton of variegated threads, but I'm kind of using the stash that I have right now that was given to me. And honestly, there's this, you can't really see it in here, but there we go. I did find this variegated blue thread that has like a little bit of turquoise and blue, and it actually really goes really well with this quilt. And I'm trying to do like, I want this quilt to have a water look to it, so the maple leaves kind of look like they're floating on water down a stream. And so that's why I chose blue for that. And then it's really going to stand out on the backing fabric. It's a little hard to see, but it kind of has like wood grain looks to it. And so originally I was going to load it with the longest side, like with the long side going this way. So I'd have to roll it more, but with this pattern, this like variegated pattern, or this pattern going vertical, I kind of wanted the water to also go along with the grains of this pattern. So I'm actually lucky to have a big enough table where I can load this horizontally onto the frame with the quilt top and be able to do the water working like this way, coming down the whole entire quilt. So I'm going to load this up and we will get started quilting it. And it is about 10:30 right now, so probably will take me at least 15 minutes to get this loaded on, and then we'll baste it down and start quilting. All right, so I am set up on the machine. I just need to baste the quilt down, and as you can see, it is horizontal instead of vertical. So this should probably be hopefully a quicker quilt job, as long as the machine doesn't have any issues with tension and bobbins running out and things like that. So I've wound about 3 bobbins for this project, so hopefully that should be enough. And I finally basically learned, like, I already knew how to kind of change the thread on it, but I was just taking the easy shortcut of pulling that bobbin out, cutting it, and then tying on the new thread and pulling it through the machine. But that does waste a lot of thread, so I finally, decided to kick that habit in the butt and just rethread everything. So hopefully that will work well. I don't have to adjust that or anything. I did it right. I took a picture of it, so hopefully that works out. And let's get started on this quilt now. right, so here is the finished quilt. As you can see, it's got a really nice water meandering all the way across it, and it just makes me think of maple leaves floating in water down a stream. So that's the front, and then in the back, as you can see, you can very much see that water ripple coming through and everything. Luckily the tension played somewhat nice today, so when it gets washed, anything that was just slightly loose or puckering just a little bit should hopefully disappear, but really there's not much that you can see. Honestly, it's all pretty clean and a good tension. So that is what was on my frame today, and if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time on what's on my frame.